Hey everyone, glad to have you back for today's video. We've got something interesting lined up. The same so-called sovereign citizen from yesterday's episode is back in court again, this time standing in front of Judge Simpson the very next day. And let's just say, the judge has absolutely no patience for any confusing or scripted arguments today. So get comfortable, because this one gets entertaining quickly, and you'll see exactly how the judge handles things this time around. Let's jump right in.
Case People versus Thomas Styron. Here we go.
The public defender of Otello on behalf of Mr. Styron, who stands to my left. Well, let's talk to the judge about that. Right?
We've been through this. Seems to be some confusion.
What's the confusion?
I've stated multiple times on the record that I wish to represent myself.
Well, I thought we got rid of that issue the last.
Yeah, I thought so too. I spoke to this gentleman right here and expressed my wish to represent myself as well.
All right. Well, if he doesn't want you, I mean, we'll figure that out in a moment. So, Mr. Styron, we're going to go through this again. What do we want to do in this case? You understand what you're charged with, sir?
So, I understand what the charges are against me, yeah.
Okay, look, you're going to have to give me straightforward answers to my questions because I've got to make sure that you understand certain things. I got to do certain things here.
From my understanding,
you understand, first of all, that if you do indeed direct, you want to smile about it and laugh about it, take him back. We'll call him out later. Take him back. You keep laughing. You laugh one more time, that's 30 days. Go contempt. Look it up.
There's a good reason Judge Simpson is one of his community's favorite judges to watch. Maybe it's because he's fair, patient, and understands how to handle a tough courtroom. Or maybe it's because he doesn't tolerate disrespect and keeps everything running the way it should. And yes, our familiar sovereign citizen makes a return appearance a little later for round 2. And that part is even more entertaining than the first. Stick around, because the follow-up moment takes things to a whole new level and shows exactly why people enjoy watching this judge in action.
Court calls the case of the People versus Styron. Recall. State your name.
My name is Thomas Styron. Living man.
Mr. Styron, you are before the court. You have elected to represent yourself. I do have to advise you that you have 3 counts against you. The first count is that of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
This is under the assumption that you're compelling me to identify as Thomas York Styron, the legal entity on this case.
I believe that you are. Do you understand the nature of the charge, sir?
I don't understand how the name you have on the case and who I am is 2 different people.
I have a complaint, Thomas Styron II. Do you understand that that individual is charged with fleeing and eluding 3rd degree?
So,
do you understand the nature of that charge? You just need to answer my question.
For the record,
take him back, and when he decides he wants to cooperate, we'll bring him back. Maybe. I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days!
When you make bad choices, the outcome usually isn't great. And that's exactly what happened here. He's now facing a 30-day contempt sentence, and the hearing isn't even finished yet. You'd think that would be enough to make him rethink his approach, but no. He shows up again for a 3rd round, still acting the same way at this point. It's obvious he hasn't learned anything from the earlier warnings, and the situation just keeps getting more unbelievable as the hearing continues.
Recalls the case, People of the State of Michigan versus Thomas Styron II. Styron, you are before the court on a felony complaint that does allege count 1 And I'm going to presume, since you do not want to answer the court's questions, that you understand English and understand what I'm saying. You are before the court on 3 charges. Count 1 is the charge of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree. Under the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code, that is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration, a $1,000 fine plus court cost, and would require the Secretary of State to suspend your license for up to 1 year upon conviction. Count 2 is assaulting, resisting, and obstructing a police officer. That is a felony or high court misdemeanor punishable by up to 2 years incarceration and or a $2,000 fine plus court cost. Count 3 is a misdemeanor offense of operating with a license suspended, denied, and or revoked. That is a misdemeanor as indicated, punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court cost. Your vehicle could be subject to immobilization. Since you refused previously to answer my acknowledgement as to whether you understand that, I will assume that you understand what you're charged with.
Well, that's certainly one way to handle the situation, if he keeps insisting that he doesn't understand the charges, even though it's obvious he does. Then the judge has no choice but to acknowledge his understanding and move forward without the back and forth that it's a practical approach, especially when someone is trying to stall the process. Keeping the hearing on track is the only option at this point, and the judge isn't letting him slow things down any longer.
You are also entitled to be represented by counsel at this and all subsequent proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney would be provided at public expense to represent you in this matter. You are entitled, as indicated, to be represented at this proceeding, all subsequent proceedings, including your preliminary examination, and if the matter were to proceed by trial, you would be entitled to counsel. It is, as we have gone through with the previous proceedings, the court's understanding that you do not wish to be represented by counsel, and that this matter will then proceed forth with you representing yourself. I have to advise you that in representing yourself, the court will make the presumption that you understand the Michigan court rules, those regarding both procedure and those regarding evidence. The court will not be providing any legal assistance to you during the course of those proceedings and will hold you to the same standards that I would hold an attorney representing or practicing before this court. So, with all of that, and with the court's understanding that you do not want to be represented by counsel, I will set this matter for its next proceeding.
You understand I'm the beneficiary, not the trustee, right?
We're fully aware that you've already been given a 30-day sentence for contempt of court. That decision has been made, and it's now part of your record moving forward in this hearing. The judge is simply reminding him of the consequence he earned earlier, making it clear that this isn't something that can be ignored or argued around any longer.
That will be the preliminary examination. I will set the preliminary examination. Has discovery been provided to the defendant?
Your Honor, he was previously represented by the public defender. I don't know if they turned over the paperwork to him.
Does anybody from the public defender's office know whether or not the defendant has been provided discovery? Mr. Odetella. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Your Honor, we have the discovery. I have not been able to share that discovery with Mr. Steyer, and I've tried to speak with him and go over it, but I'd be happy to turn that over to him at first available.
All right. If you would either turn that over to the court officer so that they can provide that to Mr. Steyer so that he has some discovery, and if you could do that today, I would appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm setting the preliminary examination. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
The people would have their witnesses available June 11th. Set this matter for preliminary examination in person, June 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before me. Defendant, as he was leaving the courtroom the last time, the court did find the defendant in contempt, sentenced him to 30 days. The defendant will serve that sentence. The court will sign the judgment of sentence regarding the contempt.
I don't understand how that's possible.
No matter what materials you purchased online or what those sovereign citizen packets claim, The court absolutely does have authority over you. That's exactly why these proceedings are taking place, and why the judge is able to move forward with your case. These arguments don't change the law, and the court is making it clear that the rules apply just the same to the end of the day. Showing up with internet paperwork doesn't override real legal jurisdiction, and the judge isn't entertaining those claims any longer.
Like I said, I'm
So
the
first of
man.
all,
I'm
watch
gonna
your
share. You're
language.
treating me as if I'm the trustee, or I don't want to partake in any trust fraud or anything like that. Is this a SQV trust matter involved in this? Is my social security number attached to this at all? Go figure.
Styron, or whoever you wish to be addressed as, I'd suggest that you watch yourself because there's going to be more time coming. You keep it up.
You're
You will
presuming that
you will
jurisdiction
learn
is
how
granted.
to conduct yourself appropriately in these proceedings in this courtroom and before me. You will not, in any manner whatsoever,
You're trying to
disrespect
compel me
me
to be somebody I'm not.
or this institution.
You have no evidence
It will not
to prove that
happen.
I'm who you say I
You
am.
will not talk to me in that fashion.
In what fashion? I'm not the one being unethical.
Very good. You'll serve the 30 days. We'll see. See him on the 6th. Bond continued.
All right, everyone. That brings us to the end of the video. That he's scheduled to be back in court on June 11th with Judge Simpson, and then again on June 26th with Judge Washington, who many say handles her courtroom with the same no-nonsense approach. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to tap the like button. If not, the dislike button is there too. Make sure to drop a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss any new content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.